Nhóm ta nhóm ta nhóm ta ít ta ít nhóm ta ít nhóm ta ít nhóm ta nhóm ta ít nhóm ta ít Out. Got. Out. Got. Out. Out. Got. Out. Out. Got. Out. Yeah. Don't give Jacobs. Good morning. Don't give Jacobs. We'll be starting at 10 o'clock. 2 minutes. Keep it about right there. Got it. Where's that short coming from? Everything's still there. Hmm. Look at that. Hmm. I will get it. That's crazy. All right. Good morning, y'all. What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend today. Get this music down a little bit. Go ahead and bring up these other platforms. All right. So, hey, this is what we do, y'all. It's about flux. Let me bring up these other platforms and we can get started. Today we'll be talking about Taurus. So if you got your Taurus friends around, tell them to come find out about their zodiac guardian. All right. You guys already know I'm writing this story, this ongoing tale. Should be inclusive of maybe approximately 12 books, but we shall see. I'm thinking I'm reaching for 12 books. I'm on number 5 right now. I published 3. So that's what's happening, y'all. Let me bring this up. Mhm. Records. Mhm. And yeah, I guess in my excitement, I started the show a little early today, so I wasn't able to put things on the store. I wasn't able to tag stuff to the store to the post. And again, it's a little weird for me to be working with the phone and trying to set things up. So in my haste, I did that. My bad, y'all. But you can still go out and check out the show, okay? Okay. So where's my books at? Here we go. Mhm. Mhm. Come on, sound. I'm gonna sound it. There we go. Bring that down a little bit. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to Flux Vision. Today we'll be going over the Gifts of Power ceremony, and we'll be hitting on Taurus today, okay? And welcome. I'm Flux, aka WL White III, and I'll be your facilitator, your guide. You got any questions, you can inquire. Uh, you got anything, any input, or let's state just any inquiries, hit me up. I'm across three platforms. I can see I'm across four platforms, five platforms, y'all. So now that everybody can see me, well, everybody can't see me, but the people who can, I think it's Facebook and whatnot. I think you two can see me. Yeah. So, YouTube input, and I'll go out and check the messages later on all the different platforms. So if you got something to say, you got an inquiry, just put it in. And you guys know me as the guy's been going through my two books lately. Flux Celestial Genesis was the first. We went through that a while back. And when we went through it, um I let the videos play, and I'm changing things up a little bit now, but I let the videos play, and then I gave my input, and never got any inquiries. So I guess maybe, and then I'm getting other people to look into it now. I'm getting more messaging. So again, thank everyone. Thank you if you took it upon yourself to say, hey, let me bless this guy up, and let one of your friends or somebody, even if you did, um I wish I could remember all these names. I did get a couple of messages, and again, we always doing big things here. I got a sponsor now and everything. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to throw that out there. Okay, so anyway, we went over book one. Now we're in the book two. So I already told you guys that for the momentum and the speed of book one, it was more of an origin story for the Earth-based character. So the story had a certain flow. But what I did was once we got into book two, we established who the leader will be of all the zodiac guardians. And if you take a look, because we in book two, and now that I've already stated it, this is Intech, y'all. He is the sentinel of Libra. Okay, so he's the protector of the dimensional realm, Libra. And as you guys already know, each time the video starts, I'm gonna make sure that today when the video goes, hopefully I remember get to go back to that first intro or the initial image before the story starts, and I can explain to you guys what I mean when I say the alpha. Every constellation, for you guys who not really into zodiac or you don't really know everything behind, every constellation, the way they have them named, has an alpha star. And in the flux continuum, the alpha star is the is a star that shines. It's an omniversal star. That's what I say, and it shines across every dimension simultaneously. Okay, so that means it's basically a stitch in reality. So if you was putting reality together, that would be one of the things that held reality together. So this constellation, or the 12 constellations, since they all have alpha stars, there's a planet located around each one of those alpha stars. And when those planets align with our planet, doing one of the major cosmic alignments, certain things transpire. Like you want to know what happened to all of the lost societies? We're getting ready to find out in the flux continuum. Okay, so like as pyramids, which technically, big shout out to Stargate, because I don't think that I had saw it like that. And then once I saw Stargate, I was able to do a little research. Come to find out that this was pretty much true. Pyramids actually align, with certain um cosmic stars and stuff. Everything's aligned, and the pyramids sit on the way that everything about the pyramid. Okay, so what we do is we use that as a transport device, right? So those pyramids, each one of them around our planet, is connected to one of these alphas, well, not the alpha star, but the planet that orbits that alpha star. So that's basically where these societies went. Okay, at least in the flux continuing, y'all. It's my spin on our history of this planet, yada yada yada. But So anyway, we intake became the senior order, right? And then immediately the bad guys, Commander Trimble, right? You're gonna hear a lot about Commander Trimble, y'all. He's the Bakrata, right? He's the bad guy, right? They're getting ready, they already here on Earth. And Commander Trimble just released a Galaxian, right? Galaxians are not to be trifled with. They're destroyers of worlds, okay? Because nothing can stop them normally, okay? But we have the gifts of ceremony that already happened, at least for the momentum of book one. All right. And then as we got into book two, the invasion was pretty much getting ready to begin. So they already dropped 4 Galaxians at the Titan Shield facilities, and they're on their way to destroy them so that the barrier that's around Earth could be well, what's the call? They can not close it because it's a barrier, right? But it's a barrier around our whole planet. So basically, they want to shut the barrier down. And if they can shut this white noise barrier down, then of course all of their scans and everything will work. But anyway, so Commander Trumbull lets the Galaxians do their thing, and now intake it because now he's established as the leader, the senior order. He is the physical representation of order in the physical realm. That's basically what that means. He's the senior order and he has wild abilities, y'all. Y'all gonna find out much later. So yeah, like in book 3, y'all gonna find out some crazy stuff. But anyway, he sends the heroes out to fight him, and all the heroes, each one is having their own experiences with the Makata, right? Or these Galaxians, because that's the race they come from. These Galaxians are everything that they touch basically drain life from it because they have NZ, that was negative zero energy around them. So that negative energy, that negative zero energy, it just drains life. It just negates anything kinetic. And since we live in a positive universe, it's not antimatter, but it's something that I made up, y'all. So anyway, that NZ energy, it basically drains all organic, anything that's ambient, absorbing all of that solar, it just drains it, right? And then it negates any kinetic energy that's applied to it. So it just basically just dissipates. And there's no like you can go in so far or whatever. It just negates positive energy or kinetic flow. Now the heroes get into a couple of battles and everything, but what I do is while they fighting the Galaxians, I stop the story and we do a flashback of the Gifts of Power ceremony because again, it's all about the flow of the book, right? So now we know the Zodiac Guardians, or the ones that are awakened right now, they're attacking. Okay, they're attacking these Galaxians, and then we go to the Gifts of Powers, and the Gifts of Powers is when each one of the characters was struck by an orb, the Earth-based characters, when they were struck by an orb, and Glurt, right, the Galaxian, right, when they were struck by orbs, the orbs basically transported them to the dimensional realm that they were going to protect. That's basically what's happening, y'all. So now they're learning their abilities, they're learning what they can do. They've been given the pros and the cons as we found out. So when we were talking about Aquarius, right? He found out about liquids. Okay, so he found out about vapors, gas, liquid, solid. So any of those elements, we know that he can influence and do all types of things. I mean, he even has this dynamic gel that he can make, which is like not impenetrable, but it's powerful, right? It's powerful. His shields are. It takes like I don't want to just use nuclear detonation. I mean bomb. It takes like a highly explosive, like more than a tank impact. You know what I mean? Yeah, a rail gun or something like that. It takes like a lot. Like Godzilla to step on it or something. You know what I mean? Because that dynamic gel is just that powerful. Okay, so after him, who did we do after Aquarius? I think we went to Aries. Yeah, Aries, I think. So the twin, right? She who got struck, she went and learned about fire and all the different things that causes what do you call it? Matter to reach its combustion points, things like that. Any fire that she's exposed to, she's able to see it in a way that she can mimic it now. So for alien fires and all the things that we're gonna deal with later in life, she can see like the life of the flame. Kind of. That's kind of how I'm gonna word it. And she went and learned about exothermic reactions, basically, right? And what her fire could do. And and she was also gifted the blade because her chain machete went with her. If you guys know what happened when she was fighting these kidnappers, she the chain machete was imbued with the splinter of the sword, the flaming blade that protects the Garden of Eden. So I guess that was a major fight or something, and a little fragment or a little piece was chipped off, and her avatar took that and imbued that into the blade. So now the blade is a harmonic blade. It makes noises when she swings it and stuff, and she calls it holy. All right. And nothing in this realm, nothing in the physical realm can break it. That's what it is. Okay. So that's what she learned. And then we went through friction. Friction is went and learned about like the ripple. Okay. The young lady from El Paso, Texas that was playing softball, when she was struck with the orb, she was transported to Scorpio. And when she got to Scorpio, she okay, what she thought she was on, she said it looks like a bubble, right? And when she moves, little waves came from just like water, right? Ripples in the waves. So she learned how to move between the seconds and time because she went and learned about chrono-temporal intuitiveness. Hey y'all, I'm trying, right? So yeah, so she knows how to move, and then she was given like a um a traffic like I can't remember what I called it, but it's basically she was given a pattern of how to basically what needs to survive to move through time the correct way instead of getting a spray. And a spray was considered like, you know how the Marvel universe does the timeline and then all these different multiverses splinter from it. It's kind of like that. A splay can cause disruption to the time flow. It's like a blotch. So hypothetically, if you went and touched water and you got that one ripple, and then somebody threw a rock in right next, it'll mess your ripple up. That rock being when that rock hits the water, that's a spray. That's kind of how I see. I saw the whole chrono-temporal thing. Anyway, that's what she went to learn, and so she learned how to also manipulate her temporal field. Okay, so she's extremely fast anyway, but with the temporal field, she can move through like what I was saying, the ripples in time. Okay, and then today, who we supposed to be talking about? We're going to Pulse, y'all. So for all the Taurus, today is your day. I'm gonna put this video on, let you guys hear it. Um, Then I'll come back and I'll say my whatever. My ins and out about him, and I'll tell what inspired me to write the character and whatnot. Okay. Anyway, and besides, you guys can still hit me with questions if you want to. Just write the questions in. Hopefully, I can see them. Uh, what else? What else? Oh yeah. So by the way, if you out there, possibly interested or whatever, check out my website at flux-zodiac.com. That's flux-zodiac.com. Check me out, y'all. I used to have videos in here. I don't know what happened to my videos. I'll put a little video on for you guys. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I put my opening intro on. And after that, I think I'll put the electromagnetic manipulation. That's what we're gonna learn about today. What Pulse went to again. Pulse was the cop. Okay, remember the cop that was in Pearl City who has just saved everybody, and then some bad guys showed up and shot up the bar that they was in, and Jonathan Watson. That's the cop's name. Anyway, he was hit by an orb and he was transported to Taurus, right, or the Taurus realm. All right, I'm gonna put this on, y'all. Let me turn this music off. Mm. Come on, man. There we go. Videos. That's videos.
Flux. The gift of power ceremonial orbs had been activated, and man has acquired ancient power not meant for the earthly realm. Those empowered have now been thrust into a cataclysmic chain of events leading to the destruction of Earth. It has been compromised, and otherworldly realms are aware of our planet's location. The 12 must traverse time, space, alien planets, new realities, and otherworldly realms to save all of creation. The Flux Continuum. www.flux-zodiac.com at flux_chaos. Pulse. Energy Ceremonial Orb. Taurus. Aldebaran. Alpha Tauri. PB.0BY-0B. A few weeks ago on Earth, Bar, Jonathan was struck by an omniversal weapon that empowers its wielder with electromagnetic manipulation. Even as he wakes in an alien environment, Jonathan reaches for his weapon. He finally notices the orb in his hand, an ancient symbol radiates various forms of energy. When he can't locate his weapon, he takes in the view of his surroundings. The view is unlike anything he has ever seen. The environment has hundreds, if not thousands, of glowing orbs scattered across the sky. They range in every size and color imaginable. A large orb levitates to Jonathan's position and alters into an alien plant-like creature. As Jonathan stares in amazement, the avatar begins to speak. Welcome, recipient from dimension PU.432.00. Your sentience has been accepted to wield the cosmic inverter. You are designated as man from a planet known as Earth. The image you see before you is the original recipient of the inverter. This species is from planet Taurus, which manifests physically in dimension PB.0Y-0B. They are a species of the dawning of their primordial. This species is in need of a protector, a guardian that will ensure their fruition. Your essence will now be bonded to the cosmic inverter energy. Soon, your destiny will align with Taurus, and a quest to protect dimension PB.0BY-0B will begin. As the Avatar speaks to Jonathan, they journey to the glowing orbs in the sky. It informs him that each photon can be channeled to resonate differently within the EM spectrum. The Avatar teaches Jonathan how to manipulate the electromagnetic spectrum. It continues to reveal different lessons with photons as they journey through the spectrum of orbs. At the end of the lecture, it reveals how to become one with an environment's EM field. There is a change in the Avatar's voice. Listen close, Harbinger of NRG. You are now the protector of planet Taurus and dimension PB.0BY-0B. The war that is coming to your planet will be a universal. It has been written that humans are favored above all and will be protected by the 12. This event will extend across the multiverse, destroying dimensional barriers and universal continuity. Each dimension is stabilized by a planet containing cosmic treasure. These planets have been established within the universe's own universal mechanisms. They preserve and reinforce the quantum barriers, protecting Earth from alien realms. There are some dimensional boundaries that should never be crossed. As the Avatar slowly disappears from sight, Jonathan marvels at the energy spheres that surround him. The spheres begin to swirl about Jonathan. He wonders, is it time to wake from this dream? This is not a dream. What the Avatar says is going to come true. Everything on Earth is in jeopardy of being destroyed. Thoughts of the gang members attacking the bar came to mind. Angrily, he thinks, Eno and Wall will be brought to justice.
That's crazy. That's loud. I think when I was making the videos, I actually probably had the intro up too loud, possibly. Again, like I said, still learning on the go. All right, so there's something I wanted to show everybody. Okay, let's see. There we go. So when I'm talking about the omniversal stars, okay, I'm talking about if you take a look, okay, so this is how I have the book set up. I think this is chapter 2, offensive dreams and defensive fantasies, because they learning stuff, right? So this is the gifts of power ceremony. This is post in the ceremony. The ceremonial orb that he's within, because that orb transported to Taurus. So Taurus, the zodiac constellation, the Taurus zodiac constellation, there's a star. It's called, I can't really read the Aldebaran. Let me look in the book. Where we at? Pulse. Okay. So Pulse is at Aldebaran. I hope I pronounced that right. Taurus, the star is Aldebaran. And when you look at all the Latin or the Greek, however, people write these things, it says Alpha Tauri. Now, what you see, PB0BY0B, that's a frequency. That's a cosmic frequency. Like, again, for the people who all sci-fi and everything, you always hear them talk about how the gravity field emits this other frequency, yada, yada, yada. So the flux continuum is basically set up. Each dimension has its own frequency. So if you flew from Earth to Taurus, and once you got to Taurus, you wouldn't see, you'll see the star, because remember, it shines across every dimension simultaneously. Okay. And it would take you forever to get there, y'all. We'll probably have to like sleep for like 300 like million years or something in a spacecraft. Anyway, that's how far it's supposed to be out. Like it's crazy. So anyway, so many light years away. Maybe we can bend space though. Anyway, to stay on topic, if you flew from here and you flew to Taurus, when you got to that star, you wouldn't see the planet. Okay, you wouldn't see the planet. But if you had a way to alter the ship's frequency, and plus everybody within, right? If the ship could change frequencies or or sync with PB0BY0B, then you could see the planet. It's not cloaked or anything. It's just it resonates at a different frequency. So once you got there, that's why the pyramids and everything was just so great to me when I was researching. So yeah, of course I came up with some crazy stuff. Anyway, so Pulse was a cop, and I had a partner, John. I used to hang with Jonathan, right? Can't remember his last name. I know I always change something about the character, but anyway, John, he had that stoicism. You know what I mean? So I kind of like used the character and pretty much pinned the character behind that. So that's how Pulse was made, pretty much. So this is pretty much how every sub chapter is set up in Flux. So as we go through each of the characters, this is what I'm talking about when I said the alpha star, omniversal stars that shine across it's the alpha star of every constellation. That's kind of what I mean. I hope I was able to explain that right. I won't confuse you guys. Let me pull that off now. So anyway, and this is what's going on in Flux. So now we on well, tomorrow we'll be talking about Intech. So there's a lot that happens to Intex that pretty much, oh no, that don't bring us up to date. It doesn't. We still got a lot to go, y'all. Oh yeah, we got a lot to yeah. We got a lot to go. So tomorrow will be about the imagination, the ceremonial orb, the imagination. And it's Libra, right? So all the Libras, if you're around, y'all swing through and make sure you got me. Come find out about, your zodiac guardian. But so Pulse, as you know, all of the balls that were around Pulse, the orbs, the photon orbs, if you will, all of those orbs with different type of spectral lights, let's say like lightning, any type of energy, sonics, vibrations, um ugh. Well, I know electricity, right? Because I said lightning. um there are all types of different energies that that we can use, gravitational almost, because electromagnetism can almost be, especially for metallic type substances, right? So all these different type of energies that can be used, that's what pulse does. Okay. And because he can move at light speed, it's almost like he teleports, and he can expand that teleportation field as long as he's in a like a place that has an electromagnetic field. So since our planet has an electromagnetic field, Pulse can teleport around the Earth. But if he went to the moon's electromagnetic field isn't strong enough, right? Even though it has a little gravity, it's not strong enough. So he can't teleport. You feel me? I had to give them some, things they can do, and then I have to give them not weaknesses, but they can't be like the gods, right? They're avatars to the Lords of Order, so they're not supposed to be on OP, but they do have a lot of power though. He can fly at almost the speed of light, but all that stuff is in his bio, and we already went over that like in book one when he was doing stuff. But this is more about the stuff he's learning, and then it tells him, and this is to give the reader an understanding that there's a universal war coming. So whatever's happening right now that you just left with the senior order while they're attacking Earth, this is universal. This is not just one incident. So I want you guys to know there'll be so much happening. And because, and again, this has already been said by the senior order, okay? The senior order already stated that Earth Earth is going to be ground zero. So everything that's supposed to happen, we're going to be ground zero because we're the one true Earth. PU, which means prime universe, 432, we resonate at 432 ohms, dash 00, because we're at 0 degree on the pinnacle. Kind of like that, y'all. That's kind of how I put it all together. And each frequency is something like that. I can't remember all of them. I don't, but I do have a glossary of notes. Okay, so that's pretty much it, y'all. Go out and check out the store. Y'all can grab the book. Y'all can get some merch. We book four is ready. Book four is already ready. Just need to get it edited and published, y'all. And I'm gonna need a couple of dollars for that. So go out there and support by grabbing some of this merch. I'll be working on the website today. That's why I'm getting ready to go in a few seconds. Go work on the website. And the website will I think I can put some more stuff out there, like the actual the list of comics, because again, I told you guys at the end of the year I got all these comics, this archive, and these comics are from 19 is it 1990? Yeah, 1990 to 2010, I think. Yeah, 1990 to 2010. So these comic books can range anywhere from that time all the way to 2010. And again, I already got an offer from the comic book store. So, if you guys want to collect, you still got time to the end of the year, because that's when I told them I'll release them. What I have left. So y'all go out to the website flux-zodiac.com and check out the list of comics. Okay. And if you're on Whatnot, remember we do it once a month. So I'll pick a day and I'll let you guys know. Probably like the third, I think it'll probably be the third week in the month. And I'll probably do like comic weekend, and just go through some of the things that happened with the comics, possibly where I was with the comics. Um what probably, like, do I remember the comic, because there's a lot of old school stuff that happened, because you guys probably got the revamp. I think I only got the revamp. You know what I mean? Because I mean the comics are so much older, and the stories that come behind those comics too. It was Stan Lee was big then, in the comic world. He was like, we knew Steve Ditko and some of these other guys, but Stan Lee has always been. And then again, I told you guys, my PhD, I majored in Marvel. Okay, that's the game of life, in the school of life. Yeah, I got a PhD in sci-fi. That, at least that's what I consider my knowledge. when it comes to science fiction. It's I majored in Marvel, I minored in DC because those were the top two. And we didn't have TV the way we have TV nowadays, y'all. So it was more about what you was reading then. And everybody didn't have comics everywhere. You had to go to like there were times when I left and I was in the world, right? And we didn't have online. Everything wasn't online at first. So it was different back then, and sometimes you end up like passing through a major city and you stop at an airport, you be like, oh my God, I ain't never seen that issue, and you grab it. So I have stuff like that too. And we went through it. We already had one comic weekend, so we'll do it again, y'all. Probably the third weekend of the month. That might be next. No, that would have been this week, but we just had one though. We just had one. So maybe it'd be the second week of the month, y'all. So in July, the second week of the month, I probably need to stencil that in somewhere. You sure? I don't forget. The second weekend we'll run through the comics, y'all. Again, and we'll do that up to the end of the year. And the comic thing is all about make me an offer. If I pay $1.50 for the comic, at least offer me $1.50. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here to get paid and get rich, but I do need money to support this habit I got. And my habit is flux, y'all. So I did a term paper, right? At least that's what I consider the flux continuum. I consider it like my term paper. When you go to college and you make it that far, you get your associates, your bachelors, your masters, and it's a couple of things, undergraduate. It's a couple of things that come before your PhD. Okay, so by the time you get to a PhD, you're supposed to write a term paper, and you're supposed to go before I don't want to call it a council, but maybe a committee of PhDs that are similar to your skill or whatever it is you're writing about. So I'm writing about flux, and yeah, I want the people to come, and I need to be judged, right? So I'm coming to you guys like the committee, and I'm talking across all the platforms, y'all. I'm not just talking to whatnot. I see y'all. What's up, y'all? And just so y'all have a heads up, that's what's going on with Flux. So I kind of look at it like a term paper, and there will be 12 books that go with this story right here. And I'm on number 5. I'm on the second half of number 5 because things are getting tricky now. There's so much battling going on. You can end up popping up fighting anywhere. So we have fights on fights, on fights on fights. So everybody's fighting, y'all. Okay, again, thank y'all for coming. Everybody who showed up today, thank you for even for the support. Please share, like, and follow and all that stuff right there. Yeah, that's about it, y'all. Because I was trying to make sure I had. That's why I keep umming. You just more or less, you're trying to make sure I touch on everything because I technically know how to get in front of a group of people and talk. Okay, so that's about it, then. This coffee is delicious. I did want to say that, y'all. I love the way my wife makes this coffee, man. It's this. We get it from Sam's Wholesale. Um, it's like a vanilla. I want to say vanilla caramel, something like that. And then with the creamer that goes with it, just man, it's delicious. Mm, okay, that about be it. Get on up out of here and let you guys go. Make sure you share it. Check out the store. Check out the website. I'll be adding stuff to it, especially like the comic book list and probably no, that's too much work, y'all. That is way too much work. I was going to say that I was going to think about putting a picture. I might do that. I might make a screen. I might make a clip like a slideshow of all the comics. No, that's way too much. It's too much. It'll take way too long. Look, y'all. I'll get with y'all later. Y'all check us out maybe the second weekend. We're gonna do the whole weekend. It'll probably most likely be because Marvel takes forever, y'all. Marvel takes forever, but I can get DC done in like one day. I can get DC done in one day. But Marvel, it's gonna take forever. And last time we didn't even get to all of the comics, so I gotta move faster. All right. Have a good weekend. Make sure you think positive, y'all. It's all about the positivity, right? No matter what's happening, it's all about the positivity. Keep pushing, keep grinding, and I'm gonna holler at y'all. Be peace.